Sometimes they get them wrong. Sometimes they get them right, Justin.
Oh yeah, Ricky, and this is probably the only 5 times they do get it right, in my opinion.
These are the top 5 best picture winners ever.
Yeah, okay, come on, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't touch me.
Okay. Yes, they are, Ricky, and I fucking love these movies, and like I said earlier, these are the 5 movies I think deservedly won Best Picture, Ricky. I think you're going to see some shockers in here. They're from a lot of them from the 70s. Actually, the 70s Oscars, they nailed that shit from 1970 to 79. Like, all those movies were the best pictures of that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most influential decade of cinema, I believe, till this point.
Number 5.
Hooey, The Deer Hunter. Have you ever seen The Deer Hunter?
I was going to fucking say it.
Go on.
Number 5, Team America, World Police.
You son of a bitch. That wasn't even nominated. What list
Oh,
are you
sorry,
looking at?
never mind.
This isn't the best
Sorry,
Trey Parker,
sorry.
Matt Stone movie.
I got you. Deer Hunter.
Yes, Ricky, The Deer Hunter. Have you seen The Deer Hunter?
No.
The Deer Hunter is the most effective movie about soldiers coming back from Vietnam, just from war in general. The post-traumatic stress disorder. The first hour is a wedding, right before they go off to Vietnam. Then the second hour, Ricky, you know the game Russian Roulette?
Yes.
Holy shit, this movie is the most intense scenes I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a whole Russian Roulette scene where best friends are having to freaking play Russian Roulette against each other. They're trying to outsmart the freaking Vietnamese? Confirm that.
Yes.
Thank you. And it's Robert De Niro. It's Michael Cimino directed. He didn't go off to do anything great afterwards. I think this movie kind of broke him down. But my God, just the Russian roulette scenes alone. And there's the ending to this movie where they sing God Bless America at the very end. It's so freaking effective. The most effective Vietnam movie, most effective war movie in my opinion. I love it till this day.
Hold on. This movie is not about hunting deer at all.
Well, they're a bunch of deer hunters. They have fun. That's their hobby. They go out hunting deers. And yeah, no, it doesn't. It's just a title of what they do. But it makes sense in the movie when you see it. It's a 3-hour long epic.
Because when I read it, I saw the Deer Hunter, and I'm like, that can't be it. It's got to be the wrong list.
Yeah, no, you saw it was going to be people hunting deers in Vietnam, I'm assuming. But no, that didn't happen. I don't think there is deers in Vietnam.
I didn't know it had anything to do with Vietnam until you brought that up.
Yeah.
American deers, basically. Number 4, The Departed.
The Departed, Ricky. Yeah, you've seen this one.
I have seen
That's
this
your boy Leo, my boy Leo, the best actor of all time, directed by the greatest director of all time, Martin Scorsese. This is the movie that really put him and Leo on the map. They had 2 movies previous, which some people love, some people didn't care for, but this one is what fucking put them in the atmosphere, Ricky, with a whole bunch of great shit. You got that vanilla-ass Matt Damon, but hey, we get to root against him in this movie, so I'm cool with that. Mark Wahlberg's great in the movie. Jack freaking Nicholson, one of my favorite scenes of all time, Ricky, where they're at the freaking table, and Jack Nicholson's trying to figure out if Leo's the rat or not, and he's like, this is all improv by Jack Nicholson, dude. He like drops the gun and shit, and he's like, I smell a rat. He's just so over the top, but effectively over the top. Makes sense for his character. He also is the one when they're the freaking porn movie theater, Matt Damon. Jack Nicholson's idea to pull out the dildo and fucking wave it in his face. Jack Nicholson's a crazy fucking man. It's also his idea that when he's having a threesome with the 2 strippers and shit, or 2 call girls or whatever, he does cocaine and he fucking throws it on them. That's his idea too. This is a fantastic movie. And the fucking ending, I didn't see Infernal Affairs or Eternal Affairs, whatever it's called, before this movie came out. I remember I was on a date with this chick, and we didn't get along. We were there for the movie, and then we were pretty much said goodbyes. But when Leonardo DiCaprio opens up the elevator, you're like, finally, you're on board. Like, hell yes, he's going to get his, man. He's going to freaking win. He's going to be the hero at the end of the day, because every other movie would have made him the hero. Which he is the hero.
Can I take over from here?
Yeah.
And he gets shot out of nowhere. Go ahead.
Yes, he does, Ricky. And it's like, you're like, oh. You can't even process how sad it is at that moment. Your heart just fucking fell to the fucking floor. You're like, no! This is the guy we're on the journey with. We're hoping he survives. We're hoping he wins. He's the one that has to, he's going through hell having to infiltrate this fucking mafia and shit. And the cops don't give a shit about him. Nobody knows him. He might as well just be dead. Oh gosh, I love this fucking movie. And then Mark Wahlberg shows up at the end, which Mark Wahlberg wanted to do a sequel to this movie with Brad Pitt and Robert De Niro. I would watch that shit.
Sure, I'd be down for it.
And people talk shit about the ending with the rat at the very end after Matt Damon gets shot on his balcony. Like, oh, that's two in your face. Bitch, it was supposed to be. The movie is, self-aware of what it is.
That brings us to number 3.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Jesus Christ with the fucking jokes. This is serious. This is Best Picture. This is prestige.
I just don't know a lot about Oscar movies, so I'm trying to find my place within this video.
You don't have to
let me explain. Finding a little hard to really find my footing in these Oscar videos. I feel like I'm just the guy that reads you the list that you created. I put no thought into it, other than showing up and just reading off the shit that you wrote down. Braveheart's actually number 3.
You never seen Braveheart?
No.
Freedom!
Now, I know what you're thinking. This fucking chubby guy on the right hasn't seen any of these movies. What's he doing on Movie Channel?
You're on the right.
Am I on the right?
Yeah.
To them, I might be on the left. We're both chubby, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't know the
Yeah,
difference.
they wouldn't know. I'm talking about myself. I don't know anything about movies. He made me do this channel. I had a baseball channel. Go ahead, go to my older videos. See what I used to do before he fucking took over. Whatever.
Oh, you are seeing a mental nervous breakdown on camera. Keep this shit in, man. Fucking keep going off. No, Braveheart's about William Wallace from Scotland, a freaking guy that was just a straight up badass, wearing skirts and shit. So the Englishman killed his wife. He's like, I'm not having that. And Scottish was like being all scared of the English and shit. You guys need to take your country back. So he freaking drives a damn army of people, gets a bunch of people together to freaking fight off England. And he's freaking successful. And people, they're hearing from Scotland. People in Scotland are fucking scared. I'm like, oh, she's here, William Wallace. And people are thinking it's badass. But then you get the king of fucking Scotland fucking over fucking William Wallace. Because they're like, well, England's just going, well, no, bitch, William Wallace had England in his fucking hands. And you took it from him. And that's when he's like, freedom! And that's when a fucking axe cuts off his fucking head. They pull off his dick and fucking hang his body up in England and shit. It's a fucking horrible, terrible story. But guess what? Scotland got their freedom!
Jesus Christ.
Mel Gibson's a badass, man.
Seems
Fucking
like
fantastic director.
Seems like a good watch.
Oh, yeah, dude. Braveheart? Oh, you're watching Braveheart. The best battle scenes. The best battle scenes. That's where he's got the blue face, the white face.
No, and I'm well aware what Braveheart is.
I'm William Wallace. Freedom. Freedom will come for you. That's my Scottish accent.
That's not bad.
I know.
Number 2!
What do I got down there?
I'm a little confused here because he's got 2 movies written down number 2,
Hey.
but I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's a continuation or something. The Godfather Part 2 and 3.
No, bitch.
Oh, Godfather and Godfather 2.
No, bitch.
The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2.
Woo. He did it. He did it, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky, you never seen The Godfathers.
No.
What the hell is wrong with you,
I'm
man?
doing my own thing, man.
All right, if I was to choose out of the 2, I would probably put Godfather Part 2 on here. But I can't not put Godfather on the top 5 best picture winners. It is one of the top 5 best picture winners. And if I would put that there, I would have to leave off. It has to be entertaining, interesting list. Okay, everybody's got these movies on there. They're 2 of the greatest movies ever made, the most influential movies ever made. Al Pacino, all-time greatest performance is Michael Corleone. You okay right there? Are you there with me? It seems like you're a little bit bored. Seems like you're going a little down under. Okay, having a nervous breakdown right now. Are you having a nervous breakdown?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know why I got heated and hot there. This is a cool list. Yeah.
You literally said before we start recording, well, this is going to be a very calm video.
I know, man.
You're sweating again?
I know, man. The Oscars just do something. It's because you called me chubby earlier and I got insecure and I started sweating, okay? I got a little panicky. But yes, The Godfather, I don't know. What can we say about it? Nobody else said about it. 2 of the most fantastic. We wouldn't have a lot of movies today if it wasn't for The Godfather because this influenced and inspired so many people to start making films.
You come here on the day of my daughter's wedding, you ask me for a favor?
Holy shit.
Is that good?
Jesus Christ, man. The talent on this guy is fucking amazing. You've seen it.
Oh, I know a couple parts.
I made him when old Ford couldn't refuse. I can't. Can you do it?
Made him an offer I couldn't refuse.
No, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
What is it? Velvet?
He sleeps with the fishes.
You have seen The Godfather.
No, I haven't.
Fuck with me.
I really
You
haven't.
don't
I've
lie.
seen parts of it. Why would I fucking lie, Justin?
You've seen parts of it, but you don't finish the fucking thing.
No, I watched it in passing. Someone was watching, and I've seen a YouTube clip. I've seen scenes. I've never sat down and watched The Godfather or The Godfather Part 2 or The Godfather Part 3.
Nobody gives a shit about Godfather Part 3. Might as well say goodbye. Godfather 1, 2, that's it. And you know what? It is one fucking movie, kind of. They were made 2 years apart, but hey, it's a continuing story. And they're both fantastic.
Number 1,
Ooh.
Ness Cuckoos The Overflew 1. I read it backwards.
Oh, man. What's having you dyslexic now?
No, I was just switching it up. I'm bored. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Number 1. Best movie ever.
Not the best movie ever, the best picture winner. I might be on an island with that, but hey, Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is fucking amazing. This is what made Jack Nicholson. Leonardo DiCaprio is kind of today's Jack Nicholson, if you think about it. This movie's about a guy that is in prison. He doesn't want to be there anymore, so he starts to act crazy and shit, so he goes to a mental institution. Gets to a mental institution, and there's this worst villain, one of the best villains of all time in Nurse Ratched. Never heard of Nurse Ratched?
I've heard of Nurse Ratched.
Okay, so this woman's just fucking straight up evil, and he's over here sick and tired of the way they treat the other mental patients because he's treating them like human beings. He becomes friends with them and shit. By the end of the movie, he's rebelling against the fucking people in power in that mental institution, and it's got a tragic fucking ending. But he started the rebellion to get those people to break out of that fucking mental institution at the end. Kind of a spoiler, but it's a fucking 40, 50-year-old fucking movie. Yeah, Jack Nicholson in this movie, just watching him, if it's just him, the camera's on him the whole time, you're like, holy shit, this is the most entertaining movie I've ever seen. For it being made back in the 70s, Ricky, my God. That's why I think a lot of people don't talk about it now, because it's got some shit in there that's a little touchy. I don't feel like a lot of people be on board with nowadays. But you know what? Fucking pull your dick up and fucking clench up your pussies and fucking get on board.
That video was a fucking doozy, huh, Justin?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Ricky.
I didn't have a lot of fun. I was bored through most of it. Here's another video right here.
The worst best pictures of all time, top 5.
I had a little bit more fun with this one, but I don't get into a lot of Oscar shit, so I'm just chilling, letting you do your thing, man. Just observing from afar.
Yeah, you're about the negativity. I'm about the positivity.
Didn't say that at all.